Another very important key on the calculator is the answer key, which is abbreviated ANS. This is where the calculator stores the answers of the problems that you've already done. So let's say we want to take that answer we had before and add 5 to it. Instead of having to actually type in what we had before, we can do second and this key, right, to get the ANS, to get the answer, and add 5. The calculator also stores entries in a variable called entry. It's in blue text above the enter, so you want to type second and enter. And do that. Do that a few times and see what happens. Again, something really useful that can save you some typing. The top row of keys are connected to the graphing part of the calculator. So the first thing we need to do before we can graph something is to put in an equation. So put in this key sequence, go to y equals, and that'll give you a list of equations that you can put in. So type it just like this, and then hit graph. This key, the x, comma, t, comma, theta, comma, n, is what puts the x in the equation. Once we've looked at the graph, we can also look at the table, like the plots that it pointed to, the points that it plotted to give us that graph. So if we type second and graph, we can see the table. So you can see the x value is multiplied by 2, and then we added 1, and that's what we typed in for our formula, and here's all the values for that. So what about negative numbers? Well, we can just hit the up button and we can go into the negative values. Let's say we want to observe the values that are greater than 100. And so we'd really have to push that down arrow. There's another way. You can also use the table setup feature by pressing second and table set, and then change table start to 100, and then do second graph to see the table again. And you'll see, right, it's changed the start value of the table. So that's also really useful when we're working with functions, to be able to type them into the calculator and to have it graph them for us, and also to be able to see this table.